What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today I got my buddy Prince with me, and we're going to be making a chameleon enclosure. And you're probably thinking right now, don't you already have a chameleon and an enclosure made? I did have a chameleon, but the one that we had, I bought him off a local breeder and he had a tongue problem, and I guess I looked it up, I did some research because I never understood why he couldn't shoot his tongue out to get his food. So I was always having to hand feed him and stuff, and I didn't have the time to really do that all the time for that specific animal, let alone they're already pretty sensitive and they're not that hardy animals. So to hand feed them every day, 3 times a day would be a lot of work. So what I did was I called one of my buddies, the same person I actually picked up the chameleon from. He has a huge sanctuary. We made a video actually doing a tour of his place, and he's gonna be exchanging that chameleon for another chameleon. So we're gonna be redoing the enclosure, so when the new chameleon comes, it's redone, it's fresh, and we're actually gonna be making it outside because we want it to be as natural as possible. And I was talking to him and he said, when you have it outside, they stay a lot more healthier because they have natural light, they have natural rain, and we're also gonna set up probably in the future a misting system to where it's on an automatic timer to where it's misting the cage. And maybe, if you guys wanna see this, comment down below right now. Maybe we'll do an outdoor chameleon enclosure, like one to where you walk into it and it's just chameleons. That would be really, really cool. And I would have my buddy that does the whole chameleon farm come over and help me set it up, because in his backyard, it is insane. It's literally chameleon heaven. But I'm not gonna talk anymore. Let's pick out some plants and start redoing this cage. So one plant that chameleons love, and I actually did some research on, was hibiscus. They love hibiscus, so I think we're gonna grab one of these and then maybe some vines to go around the wood that he's gonna be able to climb on and stuff. So we'll do one hibiscus, either a pink or red. We need just one that has that's full, a lot of leaves. That one has a lot of leaves right there. So I think we'll do that one. This will fit perfectly in the tank or cage, whatever you want to call it. It's more of a cage because it has screening. So yeah, we're gonna grab this hibiscus right here and then look for some vines. Now you guys are probably wondering, don't these have chemicals and stuff on them? Yes, they do, but if you give them a good rinse down, and you want to literally make sure you rinse everything off, the leaves and stuff, because they do probably come out here and spray. I'm not 100% sure. So that's why we're gonna rinse everything down, just to make sure there are no chemicals remaining on these leaves or flowers. All right, so I think we're gonna add a little color to this and do one of these. I want to get a smaller plant so I can hang it kind of in the corner. I think we're gonna go along with this one right here. This thing's pretty, so this will give it some color for sure. All right, so we pretty much got everything we needed for this chameleon enclosure. So now we're gonna head home, get the cage all cleaned out, and then start building it. So right here is my chameleon enclosure, and basically it is kind of like a homemade enclosure. It's got all screening because these chameleons do need airflow in the cage itself. This was my panther chameleon's cage that I actually set up for him, and now we're gonna be redoing it for the new one. A lot of people are not gonna agree with what I did, but I had to do it for the animal. There was no way I could take care of an animal that had a problem like that. It needed to be with someone that had more experience with chameleons and stuff, and I don't myself have a lot of experience with them. I do know how to take care of them and stuff, but not when it comes to stuff like that. Like, his tongue could not come out of his mouth. I had to hand feed him, kind of force feed him and stuff, and it was just too much. I had to give him to somebody that had the time and the stuff to actually be able to rehabilitate him and have him healthy and keep living. So in exchange, he's gonna give us a random chameleon. He said he's gonna surprise me. I have no clue how big, what kind, or anything like that. He said he's gonna surprise me. So when he does surprise me, you already know a video's dropping on that. But for now, let's get to redoing this and see how it comes out. First things first, get all the old stuff out. Dump all this. Next, let's wash off our plants, make sure they have no chemicals on them. So when we do put them in the cage, our chameleon is not, prone to chemicals. Wash this guy off. I live in South Florida, and it's very, very humid here. You actually find down South Florida, about an hour south, you'll find chameleons, wild chameleons living out in the wild, just like they do in like Madagascar and stuff. That's because, like I said, we live in Florida, and it's very, very humid here. So they're able to survive actually in Florida. And also when it rains and stuff, because I don't know, I think we're getting him in about 3 days, so it's been raining the past couple of days, so the rain will also give this a nice wash and just basically have it fresh. Now that our plants are all washed out, we can place them. Chameleons absolutely love just trees and anything they can camouflage on. They just feel safe. Get that in there. We're gonna have to do some trimming every now and then. We'll probably have to do some trimming today, actually, just so these plants can grow nicely. But that's kind of good, actually. So right here we have a food dish, and this is a little Tupperware that I took some metal and I tied it onto the vine, so it's hanging. Because when I put calcium in there, and then I put mealworms just in case if I don't have crickets or something. Usually I'll dust some crickets or some roaches and throw them in here, and they'll eat them just like that. But if I don't have crickets, or if I'm in a rush and I just need to throw some mealworms in there, I'll just throw them in that Tupperware. Or if I go away for like a couple days, like 2 days or whatever, I'll just throw like 2 dozen mealworms in there and let him pick off of them. But that looks pretty safe. It's just full, you know? We'll be able to climb all through there. And now, chameleons don't require any substrate. It's the best thing to do is to leave nothing at the bottom. You don't want any wood chips, sand, or anything like that. Just leave it the way it is. You can put newspaper or paper towels in case you don't want like stuff falling, but I'm gonna have this outdoors and it's always gonna probably rain and stuff, so we're just gonna leave it bare bottom. We'll put this plant right in this corner, so this can grow up. This will eventually grow into this plant, and then it will fill the bottom. That'll be pretty cool. So the plant work is pretty much done. We had a lot of it already set up with the vines and stuff. I have a bunch of fake vines just going through that he can climb along, and then he has all these plants and stuff. And chameleons don't need a water dish as well. They drink all their water off the leaves and stuff like that. So every time we miss them, we'll probably be missing them about 4 times a day. I'm out here a lot, always working. So I'll probably miss him about 4 times a day. And yeah, he should be thriving out here. Because like I said, we're in South Florida. It's very humid, rains a lot, and that's what chameleons love. Next up is I have to fix all these little screen caging right here. So as you can see, a lot of the screen, it actually didn't rip or anything. There's just a tube that goes down into this. And what it does is, as you can see right here, it pushes the screening into this little like socket. So then it holds it. So all we have to do is go get some tubing, which I'll go do later tonight, fix that all up. When our chameleon comes, this thing is ready to go. But for now, looks pretty good. Just gotta fix that one side up, and then everything is good. So yeah, that simple. We have our chameleon enclosure all complete. Guys, comment down below what chameleon you think I'm gonna get, whether it's a veiled chameleon, panther chameleon, Jackson chameleon. I'm gonna give you, it's those 3. I know, because that's all he breeds and stuff, so I know it's one of those 3. So comment down below right now which one you guys think it is. This is gonna be absolutely insane. Absolutely open to rain, and chameleons love rain, so when it does rain, he's gonna be loving it. They clear their eyes with the rain, they drink the rain water, so it's absolutely gonna be perfect for him. So yeah, in about 2 days when my buddy calls me to come bring me the chameleon, we're gonna film that whole thing go down, and then that will definitely be up on the channel pretty soon. So make sure you give it a thumbs up, so that lets me know you guys wanna see that video. We just redid the leopard gecko's tank, so we're gonna head inside and check them out, give you a little update on how they're doing. Also, the seahorses. I saw a lot of comments saying the seahorses, this and that. So we're gonna go in there, give you an update on them, let you guys know how they're doing, and yeah, pretty much that. So right here is my leopard gecko aquarium, tank, whatever you want to call it. I call it an aquarium because it's one of the ones you open from the top, not from the side. That's more of a terrarium. So in here we have my 2 leopard geckos, male and female. Yeah, they are in their little hide right now, and under that hide I have a heating pad that they both sit under, and it's a big hide, so they're not fighting for territory or anything, because males and females can still fight for territory. We also have another hide in case, like I said, they get in a little fight or something. He goes over here, or she goes over there. Then we have their water dish, and then we have a moist hide over there. I posted this video about 2 days ago, so a lot of people, when I posted, the substrate was very moist. Now that it's all dried up, it's not that moist. It's more of like a dirt now. A lot of people have different opinions on substrate for leopard geckos, so not everyone's gonna agree. People do sand, some people do just paper towels, which I do agree with too, but it's not a natural look. Paper towels are actually very, very easy. So yeah, my leopard geckos are doing phenomenal. I hope to get some crazy feedings with them in the future. And if you guys want to see a full house tour, every animal in one video, comment down below right now and say house tour. That lets me know that you guys want to see that. And basically we're here to put out content that you guys want to see. So if you want to see that, comment down below right now. Now over to my seahorse aquarium. We have one right here hanging onto the rock. We do need to do a little cleaning on the tank, just get all this algae off, and that's pretty much normal. You're gonna grow algae, your tank's gonna go through different stages. You just wanna make sure you clean it when you do see that algae on the glass. Some people leave it, it's not bad. if, you know, there's a little, because that's just gonna happen. But if it's all over the front of your aquarium, you do want to clean it. What else we have in here? We have a little cleaner shrimp, we have a yellow Yasha goby, and then we have another little purple brownish goby. They're both hard to find, but one of our seahorses is over here, and then, oh, two of them. Here, come look, Davis.
Yeah, one's right there.
One's right here.
One's right there.
One's right here, and then one's right there. See them? Yep, so these are our two seahorses. And guys, these do not have any names. They do not have names. So we're gonna leave it up to you guys to comment some names down below for them. There's a lot of commenting. I know, there's probably gonna be 1,000 comments on this video. That's okay though. Comment some names down below for our two seahorses. It is now nighttime, and as you can see, it is storming right now. And that is what I meant by it is very humid here in Florida. Chameleons actually love this. It's just like, just rain, fresh rain on them. And, you know, so this is how they drink this is how they drink their water as well. So yeah, when it rains like this is a huge help to them. Now a little update on the axolotl. A lot of you have been asking about him. He is doing absolutely awesome. We actually just did a little water change, and he's just hanging out right now. I did add this rock. It did have some white sand on it, so now we have a mixture of white and black sand, which is all right, just because soon I want to do something where it's like a half water, half land, like sort of tank for him. I think that would be pretty cool. But for now, he's just hanging out, doing awesome. That is a little update on a few animals and also our chameleon cage. Like I said before, drop some comments down below on what chameleon you think I'm getting, whether it's a veiled, panther, or Jackson chameleon. So yeah, we got a lot of crazy things coming, as you can see. But make sure you give this video a thumbs up, comment down below. And with that being said, we'll see you in the next one. See you!